I came here for love. No one can hold me down. I won't give it up. I want you to reach out. Well, that didn't go as planned. I feel filthy. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't feel right. I don't feel right. How are you guys doing? Yikes. I didn't think about every outcome. It was tunnel vision. I didn't even, oh God. How are you guys doing? Oh my God. Just John said production is for the streets. Yes, they are. Them demons think they slick. Show to Maya not going for Charlie, her only chance in the house because of her 2-day friendship with Hannah. Meanwhile, Hannah is getting swallowed by Pepe. Ciao. Yasmin said production said, America, you think you could out petty us? Yikes. Yikes. Best episode so far. Had me gagged. I thought I knew the outcome. Had me gagged. Woo, we sure do. We sure do. The Messy Love Island producers. Because, baby, didn't see this one coming. What Nicholas needs to stop. He needs to stop. Like, let that go. Eve Urpathy said, Huda gonna hate Nick, Ace, and America. Oh, we are all on her list. She's coming for us. It's going to the rest of the week is going to be insane. Huda is not playing around. He can't go. We got to keep. I keep on telling y'all, he is Rob. This is the Black Rob of the season. He can't go. We have to keep him. Jess Johnson said Ace is far too invested in the anti-Huda and Jeremiah thing. Everyone is giving him a pass on it because he is a guy. If it was a woman doing all that, everyone would hate her. Says that she's just jealous. I can actually see your point, Jess Jonda. I was just watching my TV like, okay. Silk is Uber Fetch said this episode was so good it literally had me on the edge of my seat. So I couldn't breathe. I was like, wait a minute. What's happening? Girl. Obviously, me, I know you enjoyed this episode. Obviously, me said, LOL, not Hannah crying over Charlie like she wasn't just. She gave the performance of her career. I don't know what happened, but I know them producers was cooking tonight. Oh, they were cooking. That's what I said. I was like, this is cinema. Send these producers to Marvel. I was like, what? Let me tell you something. This episode was messy, but I guarantee you this is the least messy episode we will ever have ever again. From here on out, get your popcorn because now everybody is playing the game. Now everybody is locked in. And you know what? Shout out to America. Shout out to America. We had to shake them kids up to realize what it was. Now it's a game. Now is a game. Nick, I couldn't believe it. I said, yo, what's happening? Love Like You Are said, hey, y'all, happy Sunday. Can't wait to get into this juicy episode. Juicy it was. Jimmy said Nick went from being an uncle. I told you, when she told him that she was a mom, that did not faze him. That did not faze Nick. He went right over to Jeremiah and was just like, being a parent is a lot of work. You sure you want to do that outside of the villa? Think about this, man. Like, that did not faze him. Yeah, I knew. I said the NikkiLandria Hive. Oh, they're going to have a good time. When he walked out with her over his shoulder, I said the NikkiLandria stands are eating tonight. Eating. I told y'all we got to keep Demonic Cisco. He's good for the show. He is the Rob. She would listen. I get it. I just felt like she was doing too much. Janelle said, low-key felt bad for Hannah, but girl, you shouldn't have been locking lips with Pepe off rip. Even though I would have done the same thing. Child, she got that boy sent home. That's what she was crying. Obviously, me said, if Charlie didn't make a move towards Amaya, who would she have chosen? Mind you, Huda called Amaya everything but a child of God, so maybe her. I think she would have chose Taylor. Her elevator doesn't go all the way up to the top. She would have chose Taylor. Just John to say, Hannah got no sympathy for me tonight, and likely she won't get any tomorrow. Ciao. Hey, Eva. Thank you for being here. Ariana said, I wonder if Jeremiah would have left if Huda. No. He was not going no leave 100K, 50K. Well, LA tax 20K for Huda. Wouldn't happen. Just John said Taylor is safe because he's an OG and because of Ola. I think America would have no problem sending him home, but his castmates won't. Yeah, I agree with that. Sydney said, Nikki, get up in here. My God, today. I said, oh, them producers is something else. They are something else. I was like, okay, there it is. And then Ariana was just like, one more thing. And I said, damn, they got us. Obviously, V said Austin's vote was peculiar as hell, but also a wasted one. But I don't expect the Trump to vote well on anything. Child, when you do a group project with them, you know what's going to happen. Megan said, hey, everyone, do these people know what the show is, what this is? This is not a sisterhood or a friendship island, not wanting to explore connections because the person is your friend will get you kicked off. Well, I think they got that now. I think they know what it is now. Because America said it's time to play the game. Let's start moving some chess pieces. We're tired of watching y'all braid friendship bracelets. Give us a show. Oh, she's calling us every name in the book. And she will weaponize that baby against us in 2.3 seconds. Oh my goodness. Eva said Ace had me cracking up when he was laughing at Iris being picked for Jeremiah. Because that's what he would have done. I think Ace just started cracking up because he was just like, oh, I would have done that too. And he realizes that America is seeing what he's seeing. So Ace, he's smooth sailing right now. Silky said, I'm calling it right now. Huda will reveal she's a mother tomorrow to attempt to villainize Nick. He voted me out when he knew I was a mommy. Child, I don't know if it's going to work in her favor. She better not move with emotion. Jimmy said, Huda thinking America is getting her away from Jeremiah because he doesn't do enough for her. Probably, child. Probably. I'm going to get a couple comments, then I'm going to get some super chats, and then I'm going to hop back into the chat. But I normally talk to y'all for a longer time, but we got to get into it, y'all. I'm going to get these super chats, and then we can get into it, because what is going on? Waddles, thank you so much for the super chat. Waddle said, can't wait for your recap tonight, Nikki. Side note, Nick's mom is on TikTok standing for Nick and Alondria to get together. What is going on? Thank you, Waddles. Can you send me his mom's TikTok? My TikTok is Nikki.Star. Obviously me, NikkiLandria. You know what? I'm gonna give it a couple more episodes, but I like Sierra too much. I don't know. I'm gonna see how Sierra gonna move before I join in. I'm gonna see, but I'm liking it. Hey, Nisha, thank you. Nisha said, hey, beautiful, happy Sunday, everyone. We need more love and laugh after this weekend. Can you please do a live chat with Sneaky Links? You keep on asking me for that. You know what? I'm definitely gonna check it out. And if I like it, I will definitely do a live review. Thank you so much, Nisha. Brittany said, Nikki, this gave Andrea's dumping level chaos. Yes! I was screaming and laughing out loud at my TV. Child, the producer said we gotta wake them up. We gotta wake them up. Thank you, Brittany, for the super chat. This was a good one, y'all. This was a good one. Like, I mean, it was so intense. I was like, oh, I'm telling you guys, I was watching it. I had my robe on and I was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you make a decision and you think it's going to be a certain outcome and it's not that outcome, it's just way worse. I was like, I didn't know y'all was this close. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm traumatized. I am traumatized. Hey, Metamorphosis. How are you? Oh, Lord. Hey, Greta. Welcome to the chat. OMG. Let's get into it. First of all, right off grip, I just want to say, two things that I want to say before I get into this review. Love Island producers, you cheeky little cow. You did that. Ha! You did that. Oh, you're ready for that Emmy, aren't you? You're ready for that Emmy. Yeah, you ate that up. You ate that up. You had me gagged. I thought I knew, but you ate that up. Y'all are going to be so wealthy. I hate the fact. I know someone who turned down being a producer on this show. I said, you would have been wealthy because these people are going to eat forever. My God, today, y'all ate that up. Congratulations. Here's your Emmy. You did that. Second thing, I'm not ever doing a group project with y'all ever again. Let me tell you something. I like a little bit of mess, but I'm a good person. This episode tore me up. I feel so bad. I can't do this. I'm not getting in that voting booth ever again. I'm done. One and done. Love Island voting booth won't see me again. This, I was not expecting this at all, and I feel responsible. So I can't do this. This tore me up. Huda, I didn't know it was going to go down like this. Charlie, I didn't know. I was unaware. I won't be doing this again. America, you're on your own because America has a problem and I won't be a part of it. Absolutely not. I said, oh, this hurts. I'm done. I'm not doing this again. No more voting for Nikki. So have fun, Star fam. I won't be doing this again. You know what? Let me delete that app. Yeah, we're going to get this right up off. Yeah. There it is. Let's go. I'm not doing this again. I feel terrible. I feel so bad. I can't. I'm done. One and done. You ate that, producers. You got this, America. I'm washing my hands. I will not be involved. I can't. I feel terrible. Terrible. I was like, Charlie, why is Charlie? Hold on. This was not in the plan. You got that. You got that, producers. But one thing about me, I learn quickly. I don't need another lesson. I'm good. Have fun. Let's get into Amaya with this heavy tongue. When little Mr. Maya is frustrated, that tongue get the clicking. My God, today. But I wanted to say this. I'm changing my thoughts and opinions on her. And I'm a woman, as in the words of Wendy Williams. I'm a woman, and I can change my mind as much as I want to. especially when presented with new information. So I knew that Amaya and Shelly knew each other. I didn't know that they really, really know each other. And I was watching this TikTok of one girl who was talking about how they edit the show. And I was just like, I was feeling that because I was watching the show again. And I was just like, something is different. Remember, I was telling you, I was like, something is off with the editing. And it is because they are going through the episodes after they air and they are editing out certain scenes. And there was a scene with Shelly and Amaya, and they were talking about how they knew each other. But if you go back and watch it, that scene is chopped up. And the reason why I'm changing my opinion on Amaya is because her knowing Shelly before they got into the villa, because remember, they both live in New York. So her knowing Shelly before they got into the villa, she probably is a reason. Shelly is probably the reason why she's on the show, because Shelly probably recommended her, like they always do. This is what they do with reality TV shows, game shows, and all things like that. When they find a character, a dynamic character, they ask them about their community. And they're just like, do you know anybody else who would be interested in the show? Because it's just easier for casting producers to just go through who has who knows somebody from whatever, and it'll just be a lot easier than putting out a blanket statement and just doing those really long casting calls where a lot of times they're duds. You know what I mean? So it's a lot easier if you find a dynamic character that you really, really like and you want to build a story around. It's a lot easier to be like, hey, who do you know? Who do you have a connection with? Who do you think would be great for this show or this opportunity? We're not saying that they're going to get on the show. Maybe we might, just bring them in for testing and, not cast them, but just, who do you think would be interested? Who do you think would be good for the show? We will bring them in. This is not a guarantee that they will be on the show. I've been through that process so many times. I've casted stuff like that so many times. So that's what happens, right? And so I honestly think that not only is Shelly a main character on this show, I think she is a main character on this show, not just because she's that girl. I think this is what production wants. I think Shelly was probably one of the people that they maybe casted early and was just like, we're going to craft a story around her. Or they got her within the middle of the casting process and was just like, she has a really interesting story and she has a really interesting, group of characters amongst her. So let's build around her. I think that Shelly may be responsible for Amaya and Amaya and Ace being on this show. I really do. The way it's looking, I feel like this season was crafted around her. Same thing with Rob. Like last season was crafted around him. I don't think that he knew necessarily everybody, but I think that he was somebody whose story was going to be a strong story that they wanted to follow throughout the season. And that's how I feel about Shelly. So Amaya getting mad at Shelly for Shelly not letting her know that her and Ace has such a strong connection, I understand it a bit better now. So I'm going to change my opinion on her. I do feel like she's a little hot-headed. She's like that with everybody, and it's a turnoff. She's learned her lesson because she's had a little quick reaction from people of how she treats them and they don't like it. I think in her world, people are used to it, right? It could also be just her culture, right? Her culture and being in New York City, people are just used to that kind of hot-headedness. But then you take that out of the normal environment that it was crafted in. Ain't everybody here for all of that. So I don't like how hot she came in at Shelly, but now I'm understanding why she came at Shelly at all. Because remember, when they were in their dressing room, she said, no, Shelly, you my girl. And you could have told me that you and Ace had something going on because I would not have pursued him. She's a girl's girl in that way, as we see with Hannah on this episode. If she sees that one of her girls are locked in on a guy or something is happening, she backs away, even if it's at the detriment of saving herself on this show. So I want to change my opinion on her. I don't like how she came at Shelly, but now I understand why she came at Shelly. And I'm going to let her rock with that because I probably would too. If like me and you are cool and you're talking to this guy and I don't know why wouldn't you give me that information and let me know as a friend that something is happening there? Because now I look like a fool trying to pursue this guy, and every time I see him, he's up under you, and I don't know what's going on. I get where she's coming from now, so I'm gonna change my mind on Miss Amaya. I understand her frustration. Let's get into this episode. So Hannah tells Charlie that where is Hannah looks like somebody. Oh, that's Shelly. Hannah looks like somebody, and I don't know who it is, but she looks like somebody that played a vampire. I don't know who it is, but the reason why I always say that she looks like somebody that plays a vampire is because every time I see Hannah, I'm imagining her with fangs. And I think I'm imagining her having fangs because she looks like some actress that played the vampire in a movie in like the early 2000s or maybe even the 90s. It wasn't the Lost Boys. Does she look like Kiefer Sutherland? I'm digressing. Anyway, let's get into Miss Hannah. She tells Charlie that she kissed Pepe. Charlie plays it cool, but he is obviously bothered by it. Hannah doesn't know how bothered he is, but he is absolutely bothered by it because he was really, really falling for Hannah. And I think at some point Charlie wanted to close off, but they haven't really discussed it. They have just been acting like they are in like this closed off space. So Charlie hearing from Hannah that she kissed Pepe after already hearing it from everybody else and being like, what's going on? So he pulls it to the side and he's just like, let me pull you for a check because I'm hearing some things. I want to hear it from you. What's going on? She says, oh, I kissed Pepe and I'm just exploring. And he's like, yeah, cool. You can explore. But she obviously knows that there's like some problem, especially with how persistent Pepe is pursuing her. Now, let me say this. I don't got a problem with the new bombshells and the way they're pursuing the women. I love that. I think all the men should be doing that. And if they are not going to do that, let the bombshells come in and snatch their women up from them. Like, if you're not going to be pursuing like that, go home. I don't mean that about Charlie. I still feel so bad. I will not be voting again. I am done. So again, Charlie is feeling cool about it, but we can see in other scenes, especially when he's talking to the guys, he is not cool. Another person who is not cool about what's happening is Austin. He's getting in his head again. He's just like, this whole situation is making me insane. Like, I don't understand. Like, I know, you got to figure out where you're at, but this is, it's so hard. Yeah. Here's my thing, Austin. I don't care. I don't care that he's frustrated. I don't care that he hasn't, issues with Ace pursuing Shelly and feeling like the third wheel and not want to be in this triangle because, again, he's no victim. He's no victim. If any of the women that Austin was pursuing wanted him, he would not be like this with Shelly. He is trying to guilt trip Shelly into liking him more because she's his only option in the villa because don't nobody else want that boy. Remember how he perked up with Hannah and Hannah was like, yeah, Austin is not for me. Like she was not interested in him. So she moved on to Charlie. He tried something with Amaya. He stopped liking Amaya because Ace don't like Amaya. And if Ace don't like something, the rest of the men don't like something. If Nick don't like something, the rest of the men don't like something. So he stopped pursuing that and tried to lock back in on Shelly after they had already established from her establishing that this is a friendship coupling. I don't feel bad for him. His political views aside, dude, you are only trying to guilt trip her into latching onto you because you don't have no other options. But if the tables were turned, would you be doing the same thing? Absolutely not. Get the hell out of here. He don't have options. He's trying to guilt trip Shelly. Shelly's not buying it. Thank the Lord. Huda and Jeremiah. Huda. Sorry, I know I keep on calling Huda. Huda and Jeremiah keep on fighting. Oh my gosh, it's too soon. Here is the thing. I get so confused by them because They do not get along outside of the bedroom. They do not get along outside of the bedroom. How do they not see it? How do they not? The only time they are compatible, the only time they are not fighting is when they are sucking each other's tongues. That's it. Or dry humping. What are they doing? What was that audio when we was hearing from Jeremiah and that heavy breathing? Because Huda said they almost had sex. So I'm like, what base is this? Do y'all still do bases? What is going on? What is she talking about? We almost had sex. What's almost? I'm sorry. I'm an adult. What is almost sex? She said it almost happened. We got real close. Well, y'all grinding? Y'all too old to grind. Y'all are too old to be grinding. But I don't understand this couple because they're trying to, we're the mom and dad of the villa. Y'all bicker like divorced parents. They are always bickering when they are standing up. When they are laying down at night, compatible. How do they not see it? How do they not see it? They bicker over everything. They still fighting over them damn pancakes. Y'all too young. This is painful. Painful. I will say I did feel bad for shock the hell out Bella-A. Bella-A. We will get into it. But I did feel bad for him in his conversation with Huda because she is so possessive of him. The boy can't breathe. He cannot do anything. And he's no victim. He's no victim. He is allowing himself to be put into this situation. But I did feel bad because I'm like, oh, he can't get a word in. And if he does say something, it's not the right thing. She cussing him out over the littlest things. And then she's, calling them names. And I'm just like, oh, poor thing. It's a very confusing relationship because they're fighting over pancakes. Then they're fighting over her calling him toxic. And then she's like licking on him. This cannot be fun. Ain't enough abs in the world for me to accept this kind of misery. It can't be fun. That was the only time I ever felt bad for him. Ace really wants to make Shelly jealous. And unfortunately for us, I think it's starting to work. Ace and Iris do not like each other. They are mutually using each other to stay in the game. Ace is using Iris to make Shelly jealous because, again, I told you, I feel like Ace has this entire season scripted out in his head, right? So the moves that he's making, very, very calculated. He knows what he's going to do. And again, him and Shelly kind of know each other. So I'm not saying they necessarily planned everything, but I feel like for the both of them, they probably thought that it was going to be like they were going to have this slow burn in the villa and then, turn into America's couple. I don't know if that's going to work because of him and his personality, right? We love Shelly. We don't necessarily love Ace, but we love Ace. We don't love Ace for his personality. We love him for the mess because he's messy. So he's good TV. We don't necessarily like him for Shelly. And I think him being in a coupling with America's sweetheart won't work because he's messy and chaotic. And we can't have that kind of coupling. So I don't know what these two are going to do eventually, but they better do something soon. So anyway, Ace and Iris are constantly, not constantly talking, but when they do talk, it's just uncomfortable to watch. Neither one of them like each other. Ace never licks his lips when he talks to her. Iris, her body language, she's always looking somewhere else, trying to get out of the conversation. And they're just like having these preteen conversations. And I'm just like, there's no connection there. And the both of you know it. But Iris needs to stay in the villa and Ace needs Iris for his storyline. That's all that's happening here. But I think he's finally got somebody that is making Shelly a bit jealous because he's making Iris breakfast and bringing it to Iris in front of Shelly. I ain't seen him bring Shelly no breakfast, but Shelly is acting cool. She did have a little sit down with Alondria, a little counseling session, and she was just like, now he's talking about he wants to explore other connections. And she's just like, I'm tired of him. Every time another woman come in here, he's trying to explore that. Now, what's going on there? I'm glad she's getting it, but I'm just like, I don't want you to get it with emotions, because that means that you're starting to be wrapped up in this little boy's game. And I want more for you, Shelly. So I think his little plan is starting to work on our girl, because she's starting to feel some way about, not about, because Shelly's a girl's girl. She's starting to feel some way about how Ace is showing attention to Shelly, but to Iris, but she has nothing against Iris. She's not like that. She's very mature. And that's why she's America's sweetheart. So Charlie, this episode with Hannah, after Hannah tells him that she kissed Pepe, Charlie was like, well, Hannah, if you want to be funny, I can be hilarious. And so he starts chatting up Iris. I will say, I wanted Iris to go after Jeremiah, but seeing Iris and Charlie talk, I was just like, oh, there could be something here. But Charlie was absolutely talking to her out of spite. He just wanted Hannah to know what was going on, but to know that he is also exploring since she's exploring. And he also did that to make her jealous. And it actually worked, because Taylor had to calm Hannah down. He was at the sitting at the dock of the bay with Hannah, telling her to just chill, because she could see Charlie talking to Iris, and she was real pissed off about that. But here's what I want to say about that. Hannah, you kissed Pepe, and you initiated a really, really intimate kiss with Pepe. You could have just gave him a peck on the cheek, but you decided, Pepe didn't do that. Pepe was content with a little peck. You decided to hop on that man, ride him, and passionately kiss him. All Charlie was doing was talking to Iris. That's it. And he was talking to Iris to make you jealous. Mission accomplished. But she was really just like, I don't want him talking to her. How could he do that? Why is he doing that to me? And I'm just like, he's talking to Iris. You kiss Pepe and continue to kiss Pepe. Now, again, yes, it's very new for you guys, and you two should both be exploring. But if you want Charlie to be okay with you kissing Pepe, you need to be okay with Charlie exploring. And this is before I even got to the end. I was just like, you know what, Hannah? I felt like before the end of the episode, I felt like she needed to let Charlie go. Here is the thing. She likes Charlie, likes him, very heavily sexually attracted to Pepe. She beams when she's around him. She does not kiss Pepe the same way that she kisses Charlie. She wants Pepe, but I think she feels like a guy like Charlie is the right choice for her, but Pepe is what she wants. So listen, she got her wish. Whether she wanted us to know it or not, child, she got what she wanted. My poor baby. Taylor's at summer camp. Summer science camp, just having a really good time with his friends, learning about the planets. He's not on Love Island. And honestly, Taylor is very childlike. And it's nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of people on this show is a bit too grown. Okay. Like I said before, I like his black boy joy. I will say, the more I see him on camera, I'm thinking that the childlikeness about him is probably something else. I'm not diagnosing anybody. I don't have that skill. You know what I mean? I'm no doctor, but I'm like, maybe something else is happening here because he's awkward and uncomfortable a lot of the time. And when he's having a really good time, it's when he's playing games, or when he's like goofing around, when he's doing very prepubescent things. So we could be dealing with something. I'm not saying that it is, but I'm just like, if he comes out and says something, I wouldn't be shocked by it. It would probably, for me, make a lot of things clear. And I would be like, okay, I get him. I understand him. That's why I can't put colorism and all these things on him. I really think that he is trying to keep up with people who are very advanced than he. Even the men are like very advanced than Taylor. Or maybe he's just not comfortable in this environment, because I told you, when I was looking on the social media and like videos and stuff that his friends and ex or whatever was posting, he seemed like a very different guy. So it could just be this environment, but he's out of his league with Alondria, and I'm not talking about in looks. I'm just talking about in maturity. They're just not on the same page, because when Alondria was talking to him, anytime Alondria was talking to him, she wants to be booed up, hugged up with him. She wants him to show her some affection, but he always gives her like, very adolescent boy crush kind of stuff. It's like she's like leaning on him, trying to get some affection from him, and he's leaning his head back, and it's like, this isn't junior high. She's a woman. She want a little something else, but it doesn't comprehend with him, because when she's talking about how Jalen is pursuing her and lets her know that she's beautiful, and she really, really likes that from Jalen, she's telling Taylor that because she wants him to do the same thing. Taylor hears her saying that, and while she's talking, he sits up and he takes a stick in the ground, and he's like, "Oh man, this sand ain't working." She's like, what are you doing? And he was like, I was trying to write T+O in a heart, but it ain't working. Listen, this was very sweet. It was very cute. I love this baby. Him and Alondria, they're not on the same page. They're not on the same page. What he did was a very, very sweet gesture. I just feel like he wasn't comprehending what she was saying. And I think how he comprehended what she was saying was to write T+O in a heart in the sand. And I'm like, that wasn't what she was saying. It's just that there's a lot of miscommunication happening there. And I don't understand. Because Alondria is very clear. Like, she's telling him what she wants. She's very clear. She's like, and I want you to do this. He don't hear it. And everyone's like, oh, it's because she's dark skinned. And I'm like, guys, something else is going on here. Something else is happening here. He can't compute what this woman is saying. I don't know. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Because I'm just like, Taylor, do you hear what she's saying? I don't get that he doesn't care. I get that this is him trying. I get that this is him hearing what she's saying and doing something about it. Oh, you want me to show more affection to you? T+O and a heart in the sand. No, I think she wanted you to grip her up or something. Where is his ex? Because she's too busy trying to get on the show. I need her to break down his personality. How did you two work? Because she seems so advanced. How did this work? Again, I love this baby. I just think that this is not the right show for him. Maybe, a revamped Bug Juice, Camp Ala Walla, the MMC Club, Love Island. Maybe Christian Young Island. I don't know, Christian Love Island, the Island of Patmos, something. But Love Island is not it for him. So if he went home, I wouldn't feel bad as much because I would be like, yeah, I don't think this is the environment for him. And I'm glad that he got an opportunity to shine. I think he's a great person. I just think that this show probably isn't the best showcase for somebody like this. Him and Bella, they would have worked. They would have worked. They would have worked. The Got Wood challenge. This was fun, not as nasty. Here's the thing. I think production saw what's going on with Nick, and they holding on to kissing and sucking competitions, right? So now is, oh, you don't have to kiss. You can if that's what you want to do. Because before it was, oh, you got to suck on this, you got to swing on a ding-a-ling, you got to motorboat the titties. Now it's, oh, if you want to do that, then you can, but you don't have to. Like, we don't have to see it. Whatever you want to do is what you want to do. Now everybody got free will on the show. I think it's because of what's happening with Nick, the cold sore, and then Bella Dash A leaving with that. She said somebody bit her. I don't think she's telling the truth. Something going on. Somebody lied about their status on this show. Something is going on. That's why we haven't seen as many challenges. That's why we haven't seen too much. We're like, what's going on? Bring on the challenges. Bring on the dates. Bring on the bombshells. Something is spreading in the villa. And they got to hold off till everything calms back down. Because I'm just like, that thing is growing on Nurse Nick. What is that? But the Got Wood challenge was cute. Alondria had to suck on that cold sore. I don't think she wanted to kiss Nick. Nick wanted to kiss her, though. My God, today he like pulled her neck in. I was like, oh, okay. Like, hold on, cold sore. It's a lot happening here. But Alondria got called up a lot during this challenge. Homegirl had a time. Everybody just kept on pulling on her beaver. I was like, oh, okay, Miss Alondria. What the hell happened here? What the hell happened? I guess he said, I'm tired of arguing over them damn pancakes. I'm going to have some fun. Because when he pulled Alondria's beaver, I really thought that they were just going to go in the room and he was going to be Jeremiah, like, let's knit or pray. I really thought that was what he was going to do. When he grabbed Alondria and pulled her in and swallowed her down, I was like, kissing a black? What is going on? What is going on? It was absolutely giving Bella Dash A, because I was not expecting that. I was not. He was just like, it's time for me to have fun. Like, I want to have fun. It's my time. I can have fun. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's just a kiss. It's just a kiss. Huda did think it was just a kiss. You could see her in them lashes. She was acting like everything was okay. But Huda does this thing where I think it's her controlling a crash out and she will just freeze. It's like she will, like, everything will be happening and she'll just go. No, it's fine. I don't care. Like, that's my girl. But I opened the door and I was like, oh, they're kissing. But it's fine. No, it's fine. It's all right. Girl, it's 10 days. It's 10 days. Chillax. Have fun. Have fun. Alondria did not want to kiss him, but he kissed her. Let me just say, Jeremiah, nice work. Nice work. I said, oh, what is this? What is happening? Didn't know you had it in you, Poppy. Didn't know you had it in you. But I will say, I love seeing him have fun. I love seeing him break out of his shell and be like, I don't care what the hell Huda or anybody else thinks. This is the game. This is the challenge. I want to finally have fun. I loved seeing him like that. Even if Huda had to short circuit a couple times. I will allow it so that Jeremiah can just finally have fun and be free. Miss Alondria, everybody was calling her. Mother was getting kissed all over the place. And did you see when Jalen pulled her in the cabin? Not her, but Amaya. Very mindful, very demure. Listen, I myself had to repent because I didn't see it for him. I didn't see it for him with Alondria. I was just like, no, this is not what I wanted for her. But let me tell you something. I didn't want Jalen for Alondria, but Alondria wanted Jalen for Alondria. I'm now starting to see that he's the perfect match. I won't say the perfect match, but he is a really good pick for her. This is what she wanted. This is what she said. Like, I think that Taylor, we all thought it was him because she said she liked country boys and he rode in and he, skipped in on an imaginary donkey with a cowboy hat on. And we were like, oh, that's what she wants. But seeing her with Jalen more, I'm like, no, this is what she wants. I feel like this could be Jalen or a guy like Jalen is in game for her. I think this is it for her. Not mad at it, but he was very mindful with Amaya. He's very mindful with all of the women in the challenge. I love how he treats all of the women, and I especially love how he treats the women in general just because of who he is, but also he treats them in a certain way to respect Alondria. He's always thinking about her. Could be in game. It's too soon. But it could be in game. So after the challenge, the guys sit around with Jeremiah and Nicholas, the voice of reason. He was just like, dude, it's a lot, right? You can't even have fun in the challenges. Did you see like how she was acting? Like every time you did something, we were all nervous because we wanted to see her, and every time she did something, it was like to get back at you. Like the only way she could have fun in the challenge if it was revenge for whatever Jeremiah did. And Nicholas was just like, it's too early to be like this. You don't think that it's a problem? And Jeremiah's just like, no. No. But I hear what you guys are saying though. Like for real. Yeah, I get it. But nah. Whoo, baby. Here's the thing about Mama. I think he just got hot. I think that he was probably the nerdy gamer guy who like suddenly grew and, got in the gym and just really started like focusing on his looks. And now that he looks like this, I think he's always so confusing because although this is how he looks, he's still that guy from before. Like the personality hasn't caught up to the body. And that's why everybody's just like, what is going on? Like, why are you acting like this? You're Jeremiah. But I don't think that they realize that this is a new form for him. That's what I think is happening with him. And I think the Jeremiah outside of this form, or the Jeremiah who he really is so lucky to have a Huda, because I don't think he was bagging Hudas before. Or not saying he was bagging Hudas before. I think bagging Hudas is still very new for him. That's what I think. I could be wrong though. I could be wrong, but they like the guys were always like having an the guys are always like having an intervention with Nick, especially after a challenge with Jeremiah, especially after a challenge because of how Huda moves. While that is happening, Charlie is moving desperate. He is concerned about his connection with Hannah. So he's like, well, I'm going to try to get connections with other people, being petty, trying to make her jealous. He goes over to Amaya and he's like, well, me and you had a little something. And I'm like, Charlie, you and Amaya never had anything. You're moving very desperate. And Amaya was just like, listen, I'm not going to do that because Hannah is my girl. And she's like my best friend in here. And I would not want to mess up that relationship to explore a connection with you. And then she starts crying. I felt so bad for Charlie because he was being petty and Amaya just flipped the script on him. She just flipped the script. She was just like, I cannot do that to my girl. I cannot. I'm so sorry. And Charlie's just like, oh, it's okay. It's fine. It's all right. It's your good friend. Chill. She's like, I cannot. It's my sister. I cannot. I said, Amaya, you have been in here 3 days and Hannah is your. This is the thing, and I hate this. I absolutely hate this with the women on Love Island. They never play this damn game. They never play this damn game. Y'all need to watch every season of Love Island that Justine was ever on, and y'all need to play like her. Justine said, F love, I'm here for the money. And that is how y'all should be moving. Y'all should be here for the money. Make all the men mad. Y'all are never here for the money. It's all we're besties, sisters. I don't want to hurt my sister. It's a game show. You here to at least walk away with $20K after taxes. Play the game. You should have been exploring with Charlie or trying to figure something out because you don't have nobody. Ace don't like you. He does not like you. Every time somebody called his name in the challenge, talking about who hates their connection or who can't wait to move on to somebody else, he gets so happy to be picked, like, yes, because he still is showing everybody how much he dislikes you. You need to be working on some connection because the men have linked up. Y'all too busy being sisters and not playing this damn game. Them boys linked up, they'll still stab each other in the back for some coin. Y'all, friendship bracelet. I can't wait. Let's be roommates when we leave out of here. Get the money. I cannot believe she threw a shot away like that. I cannot believe that she's not exploring connection. She's just having a good time here. I'm like, Amaya, play the game. But you know what? From the little bit that I know about Amaya, I could see her wanting love over the money. I can see Amaya wants to be somebody's wife and mama. She's ready. She is ready. I will say this. I love her passion and I love how she stood on her morals. She was just like, I'm not going to bend my morals just to, try to see if I have a connection for somebody. Hannah and Charlie are a thing and I am going to respect that. I love that for her and that is her personality. Outside of the villa. Within the villa, mama, you got to think about the game. You have to think about the game. So after she has a conversation with Charlie, Amaya runs and tells Hannah. Then Hannah, who's a bombshell, right? Charlie's a bombshell too. He's trying to stay in the game. A bombshell runs back to Charlie, who is a strong connection for her, and she's trying to fix it. And she's just like, oh, I don't like that I hurt you. And, I just want to just be me and you. And, I'm just done with Pepe. And I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. Her body wants Pepe. Her body wants Pepe. She feels like Charlie is a nice guy and a good decision and probably somebody she can go to the end with. Pepe ain't that guy, but that's the guy she wants. She ain't never kissed Charlie the way she kissed that man. She wants Pepe. So anyway, we get to the recoupling, and I'm just giddy. I'm like, oh, here it is. America votes. So Ariana comes in, and they're like, oh, no, Ariana, go away. And Ariana's like, everybody come to the fire pit. And they all come, and they sit down, and she's just like, well, tonight we're going to have a recoupling. And they're like, oh, okay. And she said, well, this is something different. And we have never done this before in all of Love Island's history. Tonight, America voted for who the bombshells should be coupled up with. And everybody's like, oh, what? America? And I'm like, yeah, America did that. So the first person to get called up for the recoupling is Jalen, and Ariana goes, Jalen, America voted for you to couple up with Alondria. I will say this. This is when I immediately started feeling bad. when Alondria's face when she saw that she was coupled up with Jalen, I don't think she was disappointed to be with Jalen because she said that, but she was just like, what's going on? And I was just like, girl, did you not want this? I thought you wanted this. That's why I made the decision. What's going on? What's going on? And she's like, no, I'm okay. It's just, it's just a lot to take in, but I'm happy. And I'm like, oh, did we screw up? Did we screw up? I thought you would have wanted me coupled up with Jalen. So Jalen and Alondria are now coupled up. So immediately seeing Alondria's face, I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, is this a bad thing? Because I don't like how you're looking. But then she gave her explanation. I was like, okay, cool. Then Ariana goes, Taylor, because you are no longer in a coupling with Alondria, you are now single and vulnerable. I don't know why I never thought of that. I don't know why I just thought that they maybe could get somebody else. I thought they were just going to give them other people. I'm just like, oh, vulnerable for what? Like, what the hell is going on? And then we see Taylor's face, and he already the baby of the group, maybe not in age, but definitely in personality. And I'm like, oh my God, I hurt the baby. He was so devastated. He's like, no, it's okay. It's fine. Mm-hmm. And so he gets up and he has to stand up there. And I'm like, what the hell did we do? What the hell is them damn phones? So now I'm feeling bad. So the next person that goes up is Charlie. So because Charlie and Hannah are in a coupling, Hannah, it's not Charlie, it's actually Hannah. Ariana says America votes for you to be coupled up with Pepe. Hannah crumbles. Charlie gets up, and I'm like, yeah, okay, it's getting messy. We're playing with real people's emotions. All right, okay, this is the game. This is what we do in Love Island. I don't like it. Then we get to Iris. I could not breathe. I was like, come on. And the producers know. The producers knew we were waiting for this because Ariana, she was holding it for the longest. She was like, America votes for Iris to be coupled up with Jeremiah. It was like the entire cast watched Ariana run over a puppy. A litter of puppies. They were all like, what? No, that's messed up. How dare you, America? And I'm like, it's been 10 days. Come on. I know y'all was like this. I felt horrible. Huda, what? America. And I'm like, You know who got me, who brought me back to life? Jeremiah. Jeremiah was like, wow. Knowing that he was ecstatic. I was like, Jeremiah, in this terrible church play acting, you are not disappointed, beloved. You are not disappointed. Boy, bye. So then Huda has to get up and Iris takes her place. Here's the thing. Iris and Ace, they are not compatible. They are not a good coupling. I will say they had the same reaction. Iris was just like, oh my God, what? This is crazy. Oh my God, America. I was like, Iris, this is not the time. This is not cute. Like, girl, you need to shed a tear or something. You're over here elated. She was so happy. She said, oh, wow. I didn't think me. What is America doing? Shut up. I was like, Iris, act heartbroken because Huda is coming for you. So Iris sits down next to Jeremiah, cut it up under his arm, and Huda has to walk up. Now, let me tell you something. I felt bad. I felt bad about everybody that was standing up there. And then Huda said this. Ariana said, well, Huda, how do you feel about how America voted? Huda goes, well, honestly, I can see them voting the way that they did because they probably voted that way because Iris was constantly talking about how she wanted to get with Jeremiah. What is wrong with you? I just knew she was going to cuss us out. I knew she was going to read the good old US of A for filth, and she reads Iris? Do you have any girlfriends? This is crazy work. This is crazy work. And I hope you get this together in your 30s and your 40s because, baby, it's going to be a sad road for you if you do not have a sisterhood, especially as you age as a woman. Girl, it's going to be sad and lonely for you. I could not believe she blamed Iris. But you know who didn't care? Iris. She was like... Iris wasn't helping. She was not... Girl was giddy, kicking her little feet up. She was not helping, but I just could not believe that America did this and Huda blamed Iris. And that just made me think, for her, it's never the man's fault, is it? It's always some other woman making him do these things. It's never the man's fault. And I'm like, oh no, you're the mother of a daughter and a misogynist. Unfortunate. So I'm thinking the show is over. I go to see like how much is left. And I'm like, oh, there's still some time left. What's going on? And then Ariana goes, well, we're not done. What you mean? We voted. We did what we needed to do. What you mean? We're not done. She goes, now someone is going home. Yikes. I said, oh, what? We're not just going to recouple and figure it out. We're not going to give somebody a text on the next episode to figure this situation out. Who's going home? So she says, and this is not on America. America is not voting. The islanders are all going to vote. The safe ones are all going to vote to send someone home. Gasp, heartbreak, rage screams, tears. They're all shaking. Like convulsing. I don't want to do it. Sierra, I don't want to do it. Why? Amaya, no. Are you serious? Like meltdowns. And I'm like, guys, I get it. I've been to summer camp before. I understand. The reactions, no shade, a little crazy. Little over the top. Like, come on. Y'all ain't even been here 2 weeks and y'all acting like this? Amaya was wrecked. Why would you do this to us? Why? Guttural screams. Guttural. Why are you reacting this way? You know who didn't react that way? Ace. He's a menace. That boy is a menace. When America set up Iris and Jeremiah, he bawled over laughing. He was like, ah! He was so happy. And then when he heard about this elimination, he loves it. He loves it. They're going to keep him on the show, guys. If you don't like Ace, I'm sorry. You better get to like him. He's not going anywhere. Great TV. So after the producers calmed down Amaya, no way. Oh my goodness, no. 10 days. You haven't even been here 10 days. I think you've been here like 5. 5, and you got besties? What is going on? She's great TV though. I couldn't believe that reaction. I said, Amaya, girl, do you know anybody's last name? Chillax. But they were like, everybody was a mess. So now everybody has to vote one person off. And I'm just like, okay. I'm thinking for sure it's going to be Charlie. Like, I just know it's going to be Charlie. So everybody starts getting up to vote. And the first person to vote is Sierra. So Sierra goes and she's just like, this is really hard for me to do, but I'm going to have to vote off Charlie. And here's the reason why I thought that everybody was going to like unanimously vote off Charlie, because especially the girls, they know how much Hannah likes Pepe. They know how much Hannah likes Pepe. So Sierra says that she's going to vote off Charlie. And I'm feeling bad because I didn't know there was going to be an elimination, but I was looking at everybody who was up there, and I said, there's no way that the cast is going to vote off Huda or Taylor. Then we get to Nicholas. Nicholas said, if you want a show, let's go. Homeboy said, it's opening night on Broadway. The person that I am sending home is Huda. Everybody was like, Nicholas, like gagged. But he was just like, this person is not allowing anybody else to explore, and this person is closed off so soon. It doesn't seem right. So the person I'm voting off is Huda. Huda was going to levitate. She was like, lashes got big. And she was like, she called him everything but a child of God in her mind. Oh, she read him for filth in her mind. She couldn't believe, she was gagged. Me too. I'm going to be honest with you. Me too. I didn't think he was going to do that. I was like, I thought, oh, okay, it's going to be Charlie. I hate that it comes down to this, but it's going to be Charlie. Then we get to Austin. And I know the influence that Nicholas and Ace has with the group. So with Nicholas going and saying Huda, now I'm like, I'm freaking out because I just know that Nicholas is very influential with the group. But then Austin goes, and he's just like, this is going to be like really hard. Like, I don't want to do this, but I have to do it. So the person that I'm going to vote off is Taylor. I effed up. Man, I didn't want to do it. And Shelly's like rubbing his back. I'm like, girl, if you only knew. Now, here's the thing. Austin's reaction made me think that before we even got to elimination, the boys had already been like, we're going to get Huda out of here. Because his reaction being like, I effed up. Man, no, that wasn't what I was supposed to do. Like, it was like his reaction made me think that they all had something about how they were going to get off certain people. And I think, especially with how the men collectively do not like Amaya and Huda, I think that if they had the opportunity, that's the way that they were going to go. So I was gagged when he said Taylor. And then when he sat down in his reaction, I was just like, oh, he knew that he was supposed to say Huda. But I think what happened was the racism in him got a hold of him. I think he knew the plan was Huda, but he was fighting the racism. Like, it was like the Klan was like shaking his body, and he wanted to say Huda, but the Klan that resides in his bloodstream said Taylor. And I think it's because if given an opportunity to eliminate a Black man, his genealogy would not allow him to not do that. And I do think that he wanted to make a different decision, but them colonizer genes wouldn't allow it. He's fighting. It's two wolves within him. The race is 1-1. Damn. Next up was Shelly. Shelly voted off Charlie. I knew Shelly wasn't touching Taylor, and I knew Shelly wasn't touching Huda. She couldn't. She couldn't. So I knew that it was going to vote off Shelly. She was going to vote off Shelly. Then we get to Ace. Shelly was going to vote off Charlie. Then we get to Ace, and I'm just like, okay, at this point, it's just going to be Charlie. Ace stands up, and he's just like, I'm voting off the person who came in with ulterior motives. It's still not processing to me. And I'm like, Taylor? I'm like, Taylor? This person does not allow themselves to meet or be with anybody, and they close off with someone so early in the game, and I just think it's BS. So that's why I'm voting off Huda. And he sits down. Huda's eyes, red, lashes, crazy. Now they all way at the nape of her neck at this point. She's heated because now she realizes it's a target on her back from the boys. Poor girl. I'm like, oh my God, is Huda going out? I thought it was going to be Charlie. I'm like, is it Huda? What the hell is going on? So then Amaya is the last vote. Amaya, who I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think she knows this is a game. I don't even think she knows she's on the TV show. I think she probably thinks that she's at like an adult summer camp that Shelly invited her to. I don't think she knows where she's at. So she gets up and she says, well, because of the recent episode of today and what has happened, I'm going to have to vote off Charlie. Hannah! This ain't funny, Lord. With the drama, Hannah. But she just, wait, I got to get my girl up here. Because Mother put on a performance. Meryl Streep, shaking. And Charlie's like, well, can I go talk to her? Can I like a hug or something? And I'm just like, you can do whatever you want to do. If you need to go. And he runs over there and hands, body shaking, knowing good and well she gonna be up in that bed with Pepe, and she gonna be grinding on that conquistador and having the time of her life. Good job, Hannah. You put on a show. Work queen. Remember, she's a bombshell. She gave a great performance. I'm not saying that those tears weren't real and she really don't care, that she really didn't care for Charlie. She does care for Charlie, but this has worked in her favor. Hannah gonna be crying for 2 seconds after that, just so America and the rest of the cast can see that she's mourning. And then she gonna be in that bar with Pepe, this close to getting pregnant. Come on. Now it's a game. So Charlie has now been voted. Oh shoot! Wait a minute. I forgot. Let me load it. I forgot. Girl, I forgot. Let me get it together. I'm slacking. I'm sorry. This episode took me by surprise, child. I was not ready. Oh, I don't even have that white boy up here. I was not ready. Here he is. Child. I'm so sorry. I wasn't ready. Here we go. Was it this? Which one was it? Was it right? Was it this? Oh yeah, it was this one. Oh yeah, it was this one. OMG, Trolley. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, baby, but it's your time. It's your time. I'm so sorry I did not have my stuff together. This episode gagged me so much I was not ready, but it's here. It's ready now. Let me load it. Let me load it, Charlie. It's so hard to say goodbye to Charlie. He. And I'll take with me the memories to be my sunshine after the rain. It's so hard to say goodbye to Charlie. We will see you on Love Island Games, Charlie. I'm sorry it went down like that, brother. I know. I didn't know the producers was going to do that, but I want to say this to the producers. You slick. You slick and you wake that up, but you won't get me again. Because what you did was say, oh, because Ace messed up everybody's plans when he picked Amaya. Because ever since Ace picked Amaya, the villain was off. Something wasn't right. We have been talking about it. We're like, something is not right here. Something's off. Because that wasn't who he was supposed to pick. And ever since Ace did that, y'all was in the editing booth trying to figure out something. Trying to figure out what can you do to get the show back on the right track. And so what you did was put the responsibility of jacking up this coupling in the hands of America so your hands could be clean. We could be the problem and you could reap the benefits. You're slick. You're messy. I'm mad I never caught it, but you won't get me again. You won't get me again. I felt awful and I will no longer be voting. I'm out of this. We are done. I said, oh my God, they made us the bad guy. They made us the bad guy. Because even in the trailer, Alondra was just like, oh, America's seeing something. What is America seeing? And Huda, America, why? And I'm like, they made us the bad guy. I see what you did. You ate that. You won't get me again. Now, I will also say this. They ate up another thing. Baby, now we have a show. Now we have a show because the men know that they got to get Huda out of there. Because Huda, who has always used that baby to get the girls to fall in line because she's in charge of the girls. Now that she knows the men is coming after her, oh, it's war. It's war. And she's getting all the girls together. I'm telling you, next week she's going to be crying. Why would they do this to me? I'm a mother. And Sierra, amazing. But why would they do that? Why would they do that? They know that you have a strong connection. Alondra, yeah, that's messed up. Now that's messed up because they know that you two are like this. So I don't even understand. Shelly, yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Amaya, why? Why would America do such a thing? Iris, I can't believe that America picked me. Like, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. But Huda is going to get them girls together. And them boys ain't ready. Them boys ain't ready for Hurricane Huda. They are not. She's burning that villa. We're going to have some iconic TV. She is burning that villa down. And them boys know if they don't get Huda out of there, it's going to be hell for them. She is going to be on their heads. Not only did you try to broke up her and her man, now you're trying to get her off the show? It's lights for Hurricane Huda has been activated. Now we got a show. We got to show because the lines have been drawn in the sand and it's a war. Keep them bombshells for a minute. I need to see how this is going to play out. I need to see how this is going to play out because tomorrow, Jeremiah and Ace get into it. It's a squabble. Squabble up, child. Now we got a show. And the only people responsible for this chaos is America. The producers, hands are clean. Genius. Mad I didn't think of it. That's all I have to say about this review. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. Now, let me tell you something. It's 412 people in the chat. Thank you all for being here. I want 6,000 likes. Give me my tens. Give me my tens, child. Let's get into it. I'm going to try to get to everybody because, we could be here all night. I'm still gagged at Amaya. Why? Why was she so dramatic? Oh, she's good TV. Jess Jordan said I would have paid an extra $5 to Peacock this month just for the shared drama of Huda leaving with Jeremiah. He was not. I'm telling you, he was not leaving. He's going to be like, well, it sucks, but I think I need to be here to explore this with Iris. He wasn't leaving with her. He was not leaving with her. Obviously me, thank you for the super chat. Obviously me said Belgian waffles. Nick did his big one with this vote. Absolutely. He showed up. He said, oh, we're getting that Emmy. Brittany, thank you so much for the super chat. Brittany said, on a serious one, I understand we don't like Huda and think she's weird, but let's also be mindful of the words we speak in doxing. 3 people from UK took themselves out because of bullying online. Absolutely. Thank you for bringing that up. Now, Star Family move different. I don't think nobody dislikes Huda. We don't like some of her actions, but Hurricane Huda, oh, we're rocking with her. We're rocking with her. We are rocking with Hurricane Huda. But thank you so much for bringing that up, Brittany. Let's all be very mindful of what we're saying online about these people who, at the end of the day, are people in the fishbowl being manipulated for our entertainment. It's just the truth. So let's be mindful of how we speak about them and just, be kind and thank them for putting on a show. They're giving us a great show. I think that's all that needs to happen after that. Thank you. It was a wonderful season. Thank you for your service, and let's move it forward. Thank you so much, Brittany. Ciao. Kaylee said, honestly, quiet as kept. Taylor's behind should have went home, but hey, but he's so likable, y'all. He's so likable. Oh my God, I think because it's so many comments, StreamYard gave me a limit. So I would get to who I can. They gave me a limit, child. B. Nichols said, at this point, I view Ace as a heel character in WWE. The villains can sometimes be hilarious and funny to root for. Absolutely. Christy said, Ace is always trying to show the cracks in Huda and Jeremiah's coupling. When they do that on their own, they don't need his help. Absolutely. Silk, it's Uber Thatch, said, this episode was so good. It literally had me on the edge of my seat sweating. It was good. Josie said, I'm glad that Huda stays because now we get to see. I'm telling you, nobody is safe in that villa. She's not playing. Taylor said, I was screaming at my TV. Finally, the show is crack and getting close to season 6 toes. Can't wait to see Casa. Listen, they need to bring Casa tomorrow. Because the Hurricane Huda, she's flipping that villa upside down. She's flipping that villa. It's a war. It's a war between Huda and the guys because they know they have to get her out because she's going to make all their relationships a nightmare now. She said, you want to mess up what I got? Bet. Let's go. Megan said once Jalen was put with Ola, Taylor should have been voted out because he's not interested in anyone else. So he's there taking up space, but because he's an OG, I figure he wouldn't be voted out. And also, he has a great connection with the guys. I knew the guys were not going for him. Austin, yikes. I don't know what happened. Anyway, target on his back. I really, really do because Taylor is more like than Austin. So him doing that, baby, you messed yourself up. She's not playing no. I'm telling you guys, it's war. It's war. It's not yet giving Anna from Love Island UK season 5 because when she went to war, she went to war. She went to like it was like on site. I will never. I still say it to this day randomly to myself. Are you playing the game? He's playing the game. She went nuts. Got them girls together and they was just taking them boys out. Iconic television. I don't think we're there yet. We will get there at Casa, but now Huda knows what it is. She knows what it is, and them men are in trouble. You tried to get rid of me? A mother? We gonna see it. We gonna see it. War. What is it good for? Absolutely. Ratings. It's happening. It's war. And Nick, I am so shocked that Nick took the first shot. I'm so like, I can't believe it. I said, Nick, he threw the first brick, child. Yikes. Listen, when it got to Ace, she was cool on everything. She was cool on everything. Oh, it's up for Hurricane Huda. It's up. It's up, baby. They don't know what they just did. They don't know what they just did. Hannah said all the OG girls were telling her to explore other connections, but she kept refusing to do so. She did. Alondria been telling her. Dreadful said Ace was the only one who laughed and shook his head at Huda, blaming Iris, who Iris liked when she came in for the vote. We need Ace right now. Oh, he's sticking around. That menace, he's sticking around. Sophie said, no. Alondria said America must know something. Huda won't be there much longer. Jeremiah is secretly happy. Absolutely. Josie said the men are going to alienate Huda the way they did Maya. Absolutely. But the thing about it is, I think they're going to try. I don't think it will work because Huda is going to make sure the girls are on her side. And the girls are going to be doing her work and the girls are going to be like, why would you guys want to interfere with that relationship? If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. Like, she's a single mom looking for, not just a boyfriend, but like a partner and somebody who will also be in her child's life. The men don't know. They're not smart enough to know. Huda been working all of her angles since she came into this villa. The only person who has been able to clock it is Ace. He is the only one. And I think he's been talking to Nick and then got in Nick's head. Now Nick then took the first hit. Now everybody's gagged and nobody's suspecting Ace. Genius work. Genius work. We're going to have it. You won't have to wait long. Tomorrow night, you will see the war. She not playing. Brittany said, Nick and Ace said all that and thought they wasn't going. She's ruining everything. Because here's the thing. Huda watches everything. She watches everything. That's why she gets so frustrated with Jeremiah, because she watches how the guys treat the other girls. Even though she doesn't know anything about those relationships, she's just looking at it from the outside in. She don't know that those boys are playing strategy, but she's watching everything, and she's listening to everything. I wouldn't be surprised if the next episode she starts telling everybody's business. She starts telling, because Jeremiah, he's a yapper. He's a yapper. So he, as much as he tells the boys his business, he tells Huda the boys' business. And Hurricane Huda gonna spill some tea. Sierra, I don't know if you know this, but Nick doesn't even like you. Tell her, Nick, she's gonna burn that place down. She's gonna burn that place down. Everything that Jeremiah told her about the men, she letting them women know. Now we got a show, Chris. Now we got a show. The hell with cooking with Kaya, cooking with Huda. She gonna set that villa ablaze. Oh my good. Oh, so good. So good. And this is the thing. If Huda is like, here's my prediction. She's going to be very emotional throughout the episode. And it's going to be like really pulling the sympathy card, right? Not just with her relationship with her child. If that is not how she reacts, if her reaction is just to cry about it a bit and be like, okay, this is what's happening. I'm going to be okay. I'm fine. And the guys are going to talk to her. And she's going to be like, no, it's fine. I understand. You know, you guys see us bickering a lot, and maybe that's why you thought that. So it's fine. I just had to think about it. And I'm like, you know, I get it. I can see that. I'm fine, guys. Don't worry about it. We're good. If the latter is her reaction, it's going to get bad, because that means she has clocked in and she already has her plans for mass destruction. If she is too calm, the men are done. If she's emotional and she's like, oh, I'm just the girl. Okay. We might be cooking with a little something. But if she's emotional for a minute and then she's calm, they're done. They're done. Sarah said the men must realize that Jeremiah doesn't like Huda, otherwise he should be mad at them. Well, this is the thing. The guys are going off of what Jeremiah is saying. Huda is going off of what Jeremiah is saying. So Jeremiah, like when the guys are always talking to him about Huda, he's like, yeah, it's fine. Yeah, no, I get you. I understand. Like they're never like talking about her in a positive light, but they're never talking about her in a positive light because of what he is telling them. And then they're seeing how he reacts around her. So Jeremiah got these men thinking that he's some victim. And so they're all trying to protect him. But they don't know that he's fondling Huda, telling her sweet nothings in her ear, telling her at the dock that they're going to see how their relationship goes when they get out of here. So they don't see that part. I'm telling you, the reunion is going to be very, very interesting, because I think a lot of people are going to realize that they were played. Hold on. My friend just watched the episode. I'm screaming. Also, I have a few. OMG. Girl, it was a mess. Let me tell you right now, Huda is locked in. She is going to burn that villa down from the ground up. The boys are not ready. The boys are not ready. Now we got a show. I got all my friends watching this. I got all of them watching Love Island. OMG. E for Empathy said, they said Huda is coming for America. She's coming through the TV. Oh, I'm telling you, she wanted to cuss us out. When Ariana asked her about, like, what did she think about how America votes, she was just like, yeah. Yeah. I said, oh, she's done with us. She's done with us. Sophie Chatsalot said Nick had his arm around Huda's shoulders, but voted for her to leave. Everything is going to change, y'all. Addie said Jeremiah will use this as an opportunity to get away, but not until Casa. Yeah. Messy America every time. Every time. Mimi Nick said Huda and Ace going at it seems like a recipe for the whole show getting shut down. I don't think it's going to be Huda and Ace. I think Ace was predictable. Nick was not. And Nick is a lot closer to Jeremiah than Ace. Ace is not close to Jeremiah at all. So that hurt her more than Ace. She don't really care about Ace because Jeremiah don't like Ace. But Nick, yeah, that's the one. Betty said, Ariana asked Huda, how does it feel? Huda replied, like a slap in the face. Yeah, that's exactly how it's supposed to feel, child. Message somewhat delivered because she's blaming Iris. Iris ain't safe in that house. Iris is not safe in that house. Well, listen, I don't think we're going to be bored anymore. Like, I think the second to last episode, that was it. We won't be bored anymore. Lines have been drawn in the sand, child. Sarah said, what was with Charlie trying to get with Amaya? That was so weird. He was just being petty because he knows that Amaya and Hannah are really good friends. So he knew that was going to get back to Hannah. He was just trying to be petty. And I wish he would have just remained his lover boy self, because I think he would have been, I feel like he probably would have stayed if he would not have did that with Amaya. But I will say this, while everybody was crashing out and falling apart, Charlie said, listen, I know you guys are upset at everything, but I really love Hannah and I want to stay. He pled his case. He said, before y'all do all that breaking down, I don't want y'all to vote me out. I want to stay here. He's a bombshell. He knows how to play the game. But the one thing is he messed up. He got petty and desperate and messed up with Amaya. I think Amaya would have voted off Taylor or even Huda, because she's very male-centered as well, over Charlie. But because Charlie did that with her, he messed himself up. Anand Scott said, can't wait for Huda to tell the villa it's America who was wrong and never her. Well, it's not America. She's not going to blame her. She's going to blame Iris. She's going to blame Iris. She's going to be like, yeah, I bet you they saw her doing all kinds of stuff with Jeremiah and they were forced to vote that way. It's never the man. B-Fly Nick said, I'm happy with the results. Huda needs to go and Jeremiah will leave with her. I don't think he will. Hey, Jada. Jada said, I'm late. Charlie should not have gone home. None of us knew that was going to happen. We were all like, wait, what? Charlie? Pepe said, Huda better be careful before she leaves the villa in infamy with less followers. She's giving not girl's girl. If she turns into the villain, she's going to have more followers. I think Huda is fine. She might be the first to reach 1 million. BY said, yes, America. Now we really have the show we need. Yep. Brittany said, Jeremiah definitely won't leave with Huda. She got on his nerves too much. Yeah, they fight about everything, guys. He's not leaving with her. I told you. Especially now that he knows that America does not favor them. He's going to do his best to get out of that situationship. Oh, they missed. And they missed because of Austin. They miss because of Austin. Yikes. Betty said, I wish Huda did get dumped like Andrea last season, and Jeremiah would definitely have pulled a Robin state. Absolutely. But see, they can't have the same thing. You know, they got to give us something different every season. That was the only time I laughed. That whole scene, I was just devastated. Then we got to Jeremiah and I said, oh, he's giddy. He's so happy. Oh, man, what are you guys? The same thing Rob was doing. Sarah said, Amaya is loyal not to date Charlie, yet she sends him home after. Like, that was weird to me. I'm like, why are you sending him home? If that's your girl and you know how much she likes him, why would you send her home? Unless that's your girl and you know how much she likes Charlie, but really wants Pepe. Girl, Girl. Dreadful said, how we speak in the chat about commentary is one thing. The weirdos who go attacking them on their social media are nuts. Yeah, the Star family, we don't do that. We might be a little messy in the chat, but that's it. We are adults with jobs. We have lives. This is a TV show that we watch. We come chat about it, and we go on about our regular lives. I think the people who are really doing that are just like trolls, or like, the kids. They ain't got no time. They're not doing nothing. They don't go to camp and stuff after school like we used to. Deborah said, I love that Iris just ignores Huda. Don't know if I could. Might see security on the show for the first time. Child, Iris was having a time. America. Why? Ariana said the Love Islanders did not take their lives due to online bullying, huh? Yeah, I am not aware of that. I know that I think the host of Love Island UK, I think her last season was season 5, and I think she unfortunately took her life to, for whatever reason. But I don't have a problem with Brittany saying that. I think we all should be aware. I don't think that's what we do, but the channel is growing. We have a lot of new people here, so I don't have a problem with that, guys. Yeah. Kaylee said they're in their early 20s. We don't need to bully and dox them. Take it for what it is, a reality TV show. I hope nobody's being doxxed. I will say this. I think the girls on TikTok are a little too harsh on Huda. I'm like, before, everybody wanted to be a 304. Everybody's dressing like a 304. Everybody's taking information from 304s on how to snag rich men. Now, Huda supposedly being a 304 as stripper is a problem. Why are we moving the goalposts? I thought everybody wanted to be a 304. Now it's a bad thing? If she is or isn't. I don't know. That's not my business. We are to believe what they tell us on the show. Going into their real lives outside of the TV show, a little weird. Me too. And I hate that I have to defend him so much, but I don't know. I don't want to hurt his feelings. I don't want to hurt him. Hey, Simply Simone said there's a Love Island pop-up in Atlanta yesterday. Best believe whatever city they pop in next after this, so the casting line will be around the block. Oh, absolutely. And I saw that Atlanta casting. They had some talent in that casting. I hope they send some of that talent that we saw, especially the guy with the overalls and a long curly hair, send him to the villa now. I didn't think it was going to be Taylor. I always knew it was going to be Charlie. Nick got me when he said Huda. Ice Macchiato said, is Taylor really that likable? I mean, he's boring. I won't say he's boring. I don't know. He just seems so harmless that I'm just like, I don't want him to be hurt. Oh, nobody's safe. Nobody is safe. Anna, did I get this? I'm not sure if I got the super chat, but it's fine. I can get it again. Thank you for the super chat. Anag said Huda will say it's America before herself. Ciao. Get into it. Again, guys, make sure you are liking the video. You can see how much I hate to ask that. Please just come in and like it. So embarrassing. Kaylee said Casa has to be coming soon because it's about to be week 3 outside of a 6-week period. Oh, you're right. You are right. Casa must be coming. If not this week, it has to be next week. Yeah, it has to. We might be getting Casa next week. Oh no! Yeah, we might be getting Casa next week because or maybe the week after. I'm not sure because we still didn't do the movie challenge or the Twitter challenge. We got a lot of stuff to do. Amaya said, I'm surprised the producers risked a Huda elimination by leaving it in the Islanders' hands. If I was a producer, I would have did that too. Because I just knew Huda was safe. If the girls are voting, Huda is fine. And you had to look at how the votes were. Austin messed up. Austin messed up. Now I'm thinking maybe it wasn't the clan that made him make that decision, but the producers. Dreadful said Huda is just going to show Jeremiah more reasons to run. We gonna see. CM said Huda's gonna crash out like the guy when he saw his girlfriend messing with another guy. Ciao. Kaylee said Casa has to be coming soon. Yeah, I got that one. You know what? I guess it's because I probably had a lot more people in here than before. So, y'all breaking the internet. I love it. I love it. I love it. Count your days. Thank you all so much. I don't know why they mad at me. I repented for my vote. I'm never doing that again. And I'm here for Hurricane Huda. Oh God. Yuck. KKK Austin wasn't about to vote out his fellow Trumpy for the UK, and he can vote out he can vote a black person out. Oh yeah, his vote was inevitable. Maybe, but I'm also now thinking maybe it was producer intervention. Spirit Child said if Huda gets physical with anyone on the show because she is so angry, she will be gone. I don't think she's going to do that. If anything, Ace and Jeremiah got a little intense. She is the reason. Nobody gives that girl's her flowers. She is the reason Love Island UK season 5 is what it is. I'm sorry. That season was dry until Mama clocked in. That season was dry until she clocked in. I will say it's a great cast. It's a great cast. And they were all given. Amber was given Ovi being the ultimate bombshell. Absolutely. But when we got, Molly May in the boxer, that was intense as well. I love that. But baby, when she looked at that man and said, "Oh, you playing the game?" Magic happened in that moment. Mary said, if Huda left, we would have 2 extra boys and Jeremiah would have left after 2 days. We'll see. We'll see. Spitzy said, I'm proud of Nick, but it's clear he doesn't really like her at all. And I don't think Nick really likes Huda because of what Jeremiah is telling him. Sarah said, Ace talking about Huda being loyal to Jeremiah. Meanwhile, he can't be loyal to Shelly. He all over the place with his game too. I would like her to stay too. She's great TV. She's great. That girl was howling. And she has been there for a less amount of time. No, the new bombshells have been there for a less amount of time. But like the way Amaya was going on, I was like, girl, chillax. Memorable. And she's going to keep on having them. If she's chill, the boys are in trouble. If she's emotional, they may have a little leeway because everybody will get sick of that. But if she's chill, it's a war. It's a war. Betty said, I'm so proud of Nick for voting Huda out with his chest. He played no games. He said, Mama Cita be going. I'm not ready to be an uncle. Ciao. And she tried. But this is the thing. I told you guys, she told him about her daughter to get him on her good side. And I think Nick knew that and was just like, absolutely not. You're not going to play me like you played Jeremiah. Josie said, Nick has had it out for Huda for some time, so I'm not surprised. That's why he played in her face when she told him that she was a mother. Absolutely. What if Huda is just like, what if Huda is so pissed off, she just starts exploring? Dreadful said, clearly that one vote meant something. It wasn't like Hannah and Alondria, who clearly has connections with the guys. True. Yep. And if it's not Austin, it's going to be Taylor. Betty said, Jeremiah is definitely secretly happy. America just gave him a green light to leave Huda without looking like a villain for leaving the mom. Yep. Oh, America, that vote absolutely helped him. Absolutely helped him. Blue Moon said Taylor should have been eliminated. We need to free her up, so Alondria up, so Nick can shoot his shot guilt-free. He owes Jalen nothing. I would like to see it. Sarah says, why does Ace care if Huda doesn't pursue other guys? He's sus. He doesn't care. He is playing the game. And Ace wants to eliminate the couple that he thinks is like playing the game is going to win, right? So because again, they can't see what we can see. So he is looking at them and thinking that America likes them or whatever, probably don't think that anymore. But he was always gunning for them because they are competition. I told you guys, Ace has this whole thing planned out. When he successfully destroys Huda and Jeremiah, he's going to pursue Shelly. He's going to do all of these things, these sweet things to her, ask her to be his girl, then mess up at Casa, then come back, beg for her forgiveness. And then his mind is America's going to love that we gave them a show and vote us to be the number one couple. And it might just work out for him. Dreadful said they can do it. We are overwatching it though. And I don't wish this kind of toxic relationship on KJD. Who the hell is KJD? No! Are you serious? No. Oh my God! We're at 16K! We're at 16K! OMG! Shout out to the Love Island fam, Star fam. We're at 16K! Oh, thank you, Hurricane Huda. Child, we're at 16K. Won't he do it? Josie said, I don't know if the girls will stand up for Huda like that because they all seem low-key tired of her, but don't want a villain edit. That's the reason why they will, because they don't want a villain edit. They're playing the game as well. They're playing the game as well. Star fam, we're at 16K. Hannah said that fake sisterhood needs to go. Huda loves the sisterhood when the girls don't want her man. Child, Iris is not safe. Iris is not safe. Obviously, me said, now I just need for Nick to give that same energy to telling Ola that he's into her. He can vote out Huda with full confidence. I need for him to extend that to other things. We will see. Everything. And she got all their tea. We're going to see. We are going to see. They've been doing a lot of pillow talking. As much as he talks to them boys, he's talking to her. Tiffany said, I don't think that strategy will work for Huda. She likes the validation. She's going to use her emotions. She's going to cry, and she's going to try to make the man feel bad, and then she's going to be better. We'll see. SR said, Ace poisons the guys against Huda, keeps Huda. Love Island will be boring. She's the queen. Keep your relationship secret. Jeremiah, you have no friends in there. That's the thing. I never clocked this before, but I think that Nick is playing the game too. I think Nick is playing the game. Because that was a crazy move. I was like, as soon as I heard, and this person is already closed off, I said, ain't no way. Nicholas, Saint Nick, what are you doing? And Jeremiah knew it, so he just shook his head. I said, ooh. Kaylee said, Huda does like to play victim. Partially, this is a part of the show. You can't be too upset, but I get emotions are high. Emotions were crazy. I get it. They're all really close. I just think it was a little over the top. It was a little over the top. Why are you doing this to us? It's a game show. Just Jonathan said, Huda is absolutely the type to go off and not care that her girls are collateral damage. Women like that are dangerous. That's the thing. She does. It's giving misogyny, Huda. It's giving misogyny. Yeah, I don't think Pepe is as into Hannah as much as Hannah is to him. That's the thing about Huda. The mental warfare game is strong. It's strong. So I don't know. I do not know. Spency said, I really am wondering if Jeremiah will sleep in soul ties with her tonight, but Huda is about to flip. Nick, I told you I'm a mom. We gonna see. We are going to see. Josie said, I think Huda is going to drag out her pity party. She might get petty, but I don't think she's smart and emotionally stable enough to play the long game and come out on top. You may be right. You may be right. That's why I'm just like, if she's emotional, we're good. If she is chill, we're in for a lot. All Glenn said, if the boys turn next, I hope Austin gets to fix first. Would be so funny. Shelly too good for Ace. Yeah, I don't want them together, but I think that might be her end game. If she doesn't get any bombshells, there have been no bombshells for Shelly. The last two bombshells that came in, they came in for Sierra, Hannah, and Alondria. Jalen don't want nobody else but Alondria. B. Nichols said, where is Ace sleeping now that Huda will force Jeremiah to sleep in soul ties with her? I think Ace is still going to, oh, shoot. Yeah, he's been in soul ties. I don't know. He can't go back in that room. After he just started that, this is about to be insane. I think he likes her, but I also think he likes the money more. And I'm not faulting anybody playing for the money. Dreadful said they're all 11 to 12 days in and argue constantly. The fact that she doesn't get that is wild to me. The delusion to think it's not about her. Oh, wait, I think she responded. Child, we're going to be up. When I get off of here with her, with you guys, me and her are going to be talking about this all night. All night. Kaylee said the reunion will be good because both Huda and Jeremiah are playing the girls and the boys. It's very interesting. That reunion is going to be something else. She came in like a wrecking ball. I'm excited to see what she's going to do. I'm excited to see. Brittany said, calling her cute when she's being toxic, continue to be freaky with her when she made him mad. Like, he's the issue too. Absolutely. Absolutely. But he's acting like he's a victim and taking that back to the guys and being like, oh, well, she gets mad at me about this. Oh, well, she does this and she does that. But then you all booed up with her in bed. Telling her different stuff. Telling her all their business. Ooh. 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 My mom felt the same way. And now she watches every episode with me. OMG. But here's the thing. I don't think Jeremiah likes Iris. I don't think that she's his type. To be honest with you, what in the hell is Jeremiah's type? Because we just all assumed it was something Latin and foreign because Ace said that. Then Amaya came in and I was just like, what? Then I saw he kissed Alondria. I'm like, well, what is that? What's going on? I don't know what's going on with Jeremiah. Yes, family, like the live, please. She was disappointed. She was disappointed. So we're going to see how that goes. She need to explore with Pepe because I think that's who he really likes. I think Pepe likes Sierra. Oh, this villa is about to be crazy, y'all. What a week. What a week. She sure did. She didn't know she was going to have the help of America to widen them cracks. Oh, she's coming for her. Huda is coming for her. Me either. I think for a lot of us who haven't been bored, we're used to like Love Island. Like we're used to knowing how this operates. Guys, if you're new to Love Island, I'm telling you, there's so much more. There's so much mess coming up. Oh, thank you. This is fresh off an airplane makeup. If you only knew. I was supposed to like watch After the Sun and everything, but I could not stay up on the airplane. So I just came straight here because now I'm back in LA, so I'm on a different time zone. So I was like, oh my God, it's almost time for Love Island. It's not 9 p.m. anymore for me. So I had to like just, right from the airport straight to StreamYard. I thought so too. But remember, Charlie's a bombshell. He came here for the money. I couldn't believe it. I was like, Huda, you're blaming Iris? OMG. Love Like You Are said Huda and Ace has the most followers, right? I'm telling you, this is going to work out for her. This is going to work out for her because whether you like her or not, whether you like Ace or not, they are putting on a show. They are putting on a show. Marie said, baby, this episode was so good. Ace facials were everything. I might need him. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Dreadful Ruby said, LOL, America will ever vote in support of a bombshell over an OG for no reason other than who they liked coming in. Yeah. Hey, Miss Brown Sugar. Miss Brown Sugar said, I was surprised Charlie went home, but I'm still kind of okay with it. He didn't invest in the rest of the cast, so they felt no loyalty. Yeah, I just knew that OG wasn't going. All Glenn said, maybe they will send in a father bombshell for Huda. That might be interesting. That might be interesting. I'm gonna get a couple more and then I'm gonna let y'all get out of here because baby, we're gonna be on fire this week. It's war now. We gonna be on fire this week. Nonsense Behavior said Caroline Flack, the host of UK, was facing a DV trial and she dated. Oh, that's too much tea for me, child. What? Oh, I'm a mind my Black American business. I don't know what they got going over there in the UK, but I'm staying out of that. Who's born for the show? Jeremiah? Oh, Taylor. Taylor's not. You know what? That's a grown man. I'm done. Kaylee said the women seem fine for the ATL casting. Only see that one man with the overalls. Hopefully, we get better bombshells. I think Atlanta. I think they got something good in Atlanta. The people in Atlanta are stunning. Those blacks are gorgeous. All of them are eating. All of them are eating. Yes, Miss Brown Sugar, let them know. Where them likes at Star Family? Where them likes at? Get them up. Where them likes at? Good people, hit that like. Thank you. Hit that like. Thank you, Miss Brown Sugar. Get the likes up. What's up, Hava? Heather said, I feel like Jeremiah is stuck and can't get out because he knows Huda will have a breakdown. Child, who knows what's going on now? Who knows what's going on now? Oh, we're going to be feasting this week. Feasting. Just Kobe Bond said, I don't think Ola is into Jalen yet. I agree with you. I think she's holding herself back to protect Taylor. And that's why my baby Tay Tay, that's why he need to go. So Alondria can get in there. Because she's being respectful. Jalen is being respectful. I don't need them to be respectful. I need them to get in there. Yeah, get in there. Oh, where are we? We're at episode 12. Oh, we got some time. So we probably still have about 2 weeks. For how many episodes a week? We probably still have about 2 weeks. But we still got some more messy challenges. Like I said, movie theater, the social media challenge. We got some stuff. You're right. We're not that strong yet, so it's going to take time. I agree with you there. Movie night is at Casa? No, they were all together. They were all together for movie night last season. Kaylee said for Jeremiah's head to turn, the woman has to be fine and putting out like Huda. Guys, I don't think we know what his type is. I don't think he knows. I think he's still discovering. I think anybody attractive, he's just going to go for because I feel like he's newly fine. And I don't mean that he was unattractive before, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, the men that are normally considered handsome and people gravitate to. Miss Berkshire said movie challenge is after Casa, but we need more invested couples to make Casa a more pop. You are right. It is after Casa. You are right. It is because we see the stuff that's going on. You're right. You guys are right. Ashton said, what do you think about Jeremiah going to steal the other girl from the article? Huh? What other girl from the article? Explain, Ashton. Chris said the producers do be in their ears. That's their job to make it messy. I don't think they're in the talent ears. I think they're absolutely in Ariana's ears. Bree Talks TV says Amaya is weird for voting for Charlie when it could have been a three-way tie. She was acting like she didn't want to vote out anyone, yet she had an out and didn't take it. Amaya ain't thinking. I don't think Amaya knows she's on the TV show. Amaya is not thinking. Hannah said, when Huda and Jeremiah are in the bottom as a couple, it's not looking like the Islanders won't be saving them. At this point, I don't know. Okay, Ashton wrote it again. Do you think Jeremiah is going to take the other girl from the other guys and then another relationship? You're very pretty. You're very pretty, and someone just said that you're very handsome. Is there a language barrier here? Because is this shade? I don't know. But I'm gonna take the first part. Do you think Jeremiah is going to take the other girl from another guy and then another relationship? I don't know. I do not know. I think if we lose Huda, he's going to have to go with a bombshell. I don't think he's going to get with anybody already on the show. I am very pretty, and I'll even take handsome because I'm strong AF. I don't. If you saw my vlog, you know I'm stacked. So I'll take both. B. Nichols said, Nick knows Jeremiah is not ready to be no baby daddy. He was actually trying to do his boy a solid. He was, which is why we see Jeremiah just being mad at Ace. Because he can't get mad at Nick. He can't get mad at Nick. Because then Nick is going to be like, well, you told me so. He can't. Oh, she's great TV. I hope she gets her head in the game because she can make a lot of money hopping from reality TV shows to different ones, different networks, especially with Peacock. Oh, that girl is going to eat. Peacock is under Bravo. Bravo is under NBC Universal, one of the big three networks. Girl, you're going to be working if she get her head in the game. Brittany said also, can someone tell me what the hidden agenda is that Ace says Huda has? Like, I think he's talking about them as a couple, saying that they're like playing the game and that their hidden agenda is just winning. But I'm like, isn't that everybody else on the show? Hey, Veronica, how are you? Thank you for being here. E for Empathy said, Nick literally said, not on my watch. He was trying to throw Jeremiah another lifeline. He sure was. Veronica also said, I think, yes, Jeremiah and Huda are playing the game and toxic at that. Ciao. If they're playing the game, they're doing a damn good job. All Glenn said, a guy that wanted to stay in the casa would couple up with Huda temporarily. Absolutely. Obviously, me said, even if they bring in a bombshell for Huda, it's still curtains for her. She can't come back from a Jeremiah breakup. Once they separate, that's it. Very true. They need to make it work because it's going to be weird. It's going to 16K. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We have been at it. We have been at it. We're getting close. 16K today, 16.2 million tomorrow. It's early. We can do it. Betty said, people are not going to buy Ace pursuing Shelly, given how much he wanted Iris. He also didn't make Shelly breakfast. Alondria and Shelly clocked it. Yeah, he's all over the place. He's all over the place, but he's messy, so he's going to stay around. Thank you, Dreadful. We did it. Thank you, B. Thank you, E, for empathy. Thank you. Thank you so much. We did it. I love y'all. Thank you. Yes. Let's get 16 million likes. Thank you. I love y'all. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you, Raquel. We did it. Hannah said, the girls do not like Huda at all. LMAO, just don't want to be a mean girl. I absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Bree Talk said, Amaya was weird for acting like she didn't want anyone voted out, but sent her. It was weird. But guys, was it weird or was it her looking out for her bestie again? You see? You see? Thank you, Be Wise. Lisa said, I have yet to understand why Taylor wasn't voted out. I want Alondria to upgrade. That's the thing. I don't think that she can fully get it in with Jalen while Taylor is there. Excuse me, while Taylor is there. I think she feels bad. Hannah says she's definitely going to play victim. I told Nick I was a mom and then he voted for me. Oh, that's coming. Jess Jonathan said, I think Jeremiah's looks are working against him. People see him and automatically think he's a player. It's hard for people to believe that he could be a dude who attached to the first girl who likes him. Absolutely, because I think his looks are not the personality that he has, because I think he's upgraded. I think he has recently upgraded and he's just trying to figure it out. And I hope he doesn't taint his personality. I just want him to be sure about his decisions and not lead someone along. But I also think that he's not used to being desired like this. This is all very new territory for him. Kaylee said, I wonder how Nick is gonna try to pivot or try to get back in her good graces. I don't think he is. I don't think he cares. Miss Brunsugar said Austin probably had a lot of things to consider, but Taylor being Ace's number 2 and helping Ace Mac on Shelly has to. Oh, you're right, Miss Brunsugar. That's a good one. Hey, Courtney. Thank you for being here. Kaylee said she's going to get her back just from Jeremiah kissing her friend a lot. Oh, she did. She's very vengeful. Great TV. Hey, Jerry. Jerry said Pepe is low-key so whack. Dude is a cornball. Him and a mic. Oh, all right, Jerry. Lisa said, do you think a producer told Amaya she needed to tie break and not cause a tie? I don't know. I don't think a producer talked to Amaya. I think that was Amaya's decision. I'm telling you, y'all, Amaya, she hasn't clocked in that she's on a game show yet. Jennifer said, at this point, give me Nicolandria and Shelly and Sierra, because there are no good men for Shelly at all. The RRI said, Charlie said, I just want to say the women know, Charlie, listen. He was trying to tell them to shut up. Let me plead my case. Like, they were all falling apart, and Charlie was like, oh, okay. Well, I just want to say, and Amaya is in the back screaming, why? Just Call Me Vaughn said, Austin wanted a man out, not a woman, because he knows the game and didn't want a bigger chance of him being single and then vulnerable. Extra boys. Of the two men, he's less close to Taylor versus Charlie. That's a good point. Brown Beautiful 75 Work said, is this a get back for Ace to Huda because he couldn't have her? She was a secret kiss on episode 1. I don't think Ace is into Huda like that. I really don't. I think Ace kissed Huda because he wanted to create some friction between her and Jeremiah. Like, from what I have seen, Ace has been gunning from Jeremiah since they got in the villa. I don't know why. I don't know what their beef is. I'm just like, oh, maybe he sees Jeremiah playing a game, but he is so locked in on that guy. It's weird. It's starting to get weird. Amin said Ace has been preying on Huda's downfall. What happened? Is he mad that she didn't pick him? Oh, wait. Yeah, the girls picked. I don't know. I did not know. Even Emily said, I didn't even notice you were home, Nikki. I was caught up in the conversation, even though it's the background. Yes, girl. Literally just got back. Obviously, me said, Alondria is the Bonnie Bennett of this Love Island season, the Black woman that you can put in any pairing with any guy and make it work. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. She's fine. She's gorgeous. I feel like all the guys like her. I feel like all the guys are attracted to her. It's just the connections. That's just what it is. But she's an attractive girl. Jerry said, this is my first time watching the season. What should I expect? Well, Jerry, this right here, what just happened, this set the tone for the season. So you should just expect you're going to have a couple filler episodes where it's just they're telling story, right? You won't have too much drama because they got a whole season. They got like 1,000 episodes to push out. So you'll get some little slower episodes, but you've come at a really good time because now the show has picked up and it's going to get messy. So just expect to be gagged. Like expect more, especially this week. Expect more episodes like tonight. Got that home brown and beautiful. Jennifer said, I want Nicolandria after Costa because there's no way that man is staying. Oh, yeah, he's not. Nick is there for a good time. Just Jonathan said, no, get these likes up for our girl, Nikki. She has been putting in work. Thank you all so much. Listen, I absolutely love coming here and I have such a fun time with you guys. But this show is crazy. I'm to the point where I'm just like, I cannot do anything outside of Love Island. I'm like, I cannot miss an episode. Like, as soon as I get off of here with you guys, I am going to sleep because I am jet lagged. But I'm like, I cannot miss it. So I really love that you all love the show because I love talking about it with you guys. It's so much fun. And when I'm finally adjusted to the time, I already told you guys I want to do a call-in. So I'm going to, I should be back to normal by Wednesday, hopefully. If not Wednesday, Thursday, but I'll start doing a call-in where I'll just put a link here where you can pop up if you want to. And instead of writing, your comments, you could just come and talk about it for a minute. If you guys want to. Oh, Amin, I'm sorry. Oh, what were you saying? I'm so sorry. Who got? I don't know if they got herpes, baby. I don't know if they got herpes. I'm not ignoring you. There was just a lot of comments in here, but I don't know if they have herpes. I don't know. It looked like a cold sore, but I could be wrong. Oh, is that a? Oh Lord, I don't know. Is that a troll? I don't know. He said he'd been here for a minute. I don't know. Oh God. Okay. I'm just seeing. Okay, what's going on in the chat? We're back. Just Johnny said, I agree. I think Pepe and Sierra is settling for him. Yeah, he likes her. Hey, Jamora. Jamora said, how can you ever say your hand is bestie? That did not make sense, but I think it made sense if Hannah told Amaya how she really feels. I think so too, Kaylee. Kaylee said Ace is talking about Jeremiah, to be honest, and projecting that on the Huda. I think so too. Thank you, Veronica. We did it, y'all. Miss Brown Sugar said, low key, not mad at Amaya's vote, even though it removed the chance for a juicy tie. Charlie's arse play on her was probably insulting. Another guy using her as a backup plan and lazily. Listen, she did what she had to do. If it was a tie, I think it still would have been Charlie. I think it still would have been Charlie. Pepe said, I want Ace and his blockhead away from my Haitian Princess Shelly. He plays too many games and he has a big, okay. Don't do Ace like that. He's messy. We need him. BY said, Nikki, I saw you with Mims. Oh, make it make sense. Oh, thank you, BYs. You've been here for a minute. Kaylee said, to be honest, I don't think we've gotten to know Jeremiah. We only know him in attachment to Huda. True. We still need to get to know a lot of people. It's still pretty early, guys. 12 episodes for Love Island. That's not a lot. He is absolutely the Joker. Thank you, Zora. Thank you. Miss Sax the Beat said, goes to show you America's. Listen, I will say we did our thing with this one, child. We did our thing with this one. Tranquil Rhythm said, I low-key wonder what would happen if Ace and Huda got together. They would be eliminated immediately. They're not a likable couple. That's not a likable coupling. Baby girl Dixon said, why am I out here doing all that crying, talking about she ain't gonna hurt her bestie like she did in the end, and she had a chance to send that psycho home and didn't, so I believe she was made to vote. Oh, okay. Oh, great. You're here for a call-in? Good, good. I will say for the call-in, I don't want to do like faceless things just because, when people are not showing their face, it could get a little crazy. People could say whatever. And you're not going to come on my channel and say some crazy mess and we don't know who you are. So be ready to be on camera. Yeah, but that's the thing. They can rig the vote. That it's a game show and the producers have the final say. So they can always rig the vote. Yeah, they do medical checks before coming on the show. Something happened because remember, Bella had that big bruise on her lip. Nick got this huge cold sore. The way he was sucking on the laundry up. Ooh, ciao. BY said, Nikki, I love your perspective since you were in the biz. Thank you so much. Listen, I don't review, sometimes like I review TV shows that I like just because I would like to use my platform to amplify those productions because it takes a lot of work to make a film. It takes a lot of work to make a TV show. Reality TV, I feel a bit more comfortable being critical just as someone who has worked in it because, guys, I'm telling you, what you end up seeing a lot of times is not what happened. It is it's so crazy. I enjoy Love Island because I watch it from like a producer's perspective, and I just love it because I know those producers are just like coming up with some great stuff. Like their minds are just top notch. I love it. And you got to be mad messy. You got to be mad messy to do something like that. So that's why I didn't really last on that side because I was just like, this doesn't feel right. I don't like how that makes you feel. So I went back to scripted, but I will say this. I think the Love Island producers are doing a great job, And a lot of times, the majority of the time, talent is coming to this show, or if it's like a really popular show, talent is already coming here, already ready, like an ace. A lot of them are already ready with a plan of how it's going to go down because they want this opportunity to catapult them into a greater career. And a lot of times it happens. So I just feel more comfortable talking about this just because I know how chopped up it is for your entertainment. And I don't necessarily, not to, nobody's getting hurt. Everybody's playing a role. So that's why I say don't get watch the show, have a good time. Don't get mad at these people and try to go to their Instagrams and cuss them out. Everybody's putting on a show for your entertainment. If you're entertained, watch the show and have a good time. Even Empathy said, I started watching Nikki during a campfire live in the season of Potomac where Mia crashed out on Wendy. Lord, the purse, child. And look at us. We still together. Kaylee said, Kempire and Mims are so funny commentary as well. So I love the crossover. Oh, those are my babies. I love them. Sarah said, Amaya had to choose between her bestie, Huda, and her bestie's man. I'm telling you, I think she was helping her friend out. That's what I get. Colt said, I don't think Huda deserves all the hate she is getting. I don't think so either. She's great TV. She's putting on a great show. You want a Huda to stay around. Mimi said, that has to be a bruise. No way production would be letting somebody with active HSV outbreak participate in the show. Yeah, I think so too. It just doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good. And Nick has been having a lot of outbreaks. So it could just be a pimple, but it's like on his lip. It's in a wrong place for a kissing competition. Sarah said, I want Ace to have to kiss Huda in the challenge. They have a weird tension. They don't have a weird tension anymore. They just have hate at this point. Zola said, I just finished watching episode 12. I'm peeved that they didn't kick Huda. Charlie's feelings for Hannah seem so genuine, and the fact that she just came to the conclusion that she reciprocated them. I think you got cut off, but I agree with everything that you said. But guys, get used to Huda and Ace. You cannot get them off the show. They're too dynamic. They're too dynamic. The producers are going to not let them be voted out. Like, it's not going to happen. Excuse me. It's not going to happen. They're not going to let them go. They're too dynamic. Hey, Sydney. Sydney said, I have no interest in reality TV shows until I was introduced to your reviews. Love and appreciate you, girls. See you tomorrow night. Thank you so much, Sydney. Quinny said, Ace has gone on the Jennifer Hudson and it's almost 1 million followers. I think he has over 1 million at this point. Like, what more does he want? Film and TV. Film and TV. Social media is great. It don't pay like film and TV. It don't pay like film and TV because you could go viral, get a little thing here, a little endorsement there. But you work one TV show, you'll be eating. You'll be eating. Remember, some of y'all discovered me during COVID. Child, I was living off of residuals from a TV show I did like 4 years prior to 2020. It's a very lucrative business. That's why although it stresses me out, I like where I like being in it. When it pays, it pays. Katie said, congrats on 60K, Nikki. I started watching you during Rachel's season of The Bachelorette. Oh, you're an OG. You're an OG. That was like that and The Real Housewives of Atlanta, my first reviews. You're an OG. Hey, fam. Thank you so much. Nonsense Behavior said, we got multiple faves on Love Island UK, and it's so good. Actually, I'm going to watch After the Sun, and then if I can stay up, I'm going to get into Love Island UK because, y'all know I got my places where I can watch it. Naya said, I wish they put Sierra and Pepe together. It may happen. It may happen soon. If they, they might make Messy America do another recoupling. Indigo Girl said, low key, I wanted Huda to be voted out. But then I realized the drama if she survived the elimination. I'm here for it. They're not going to let her go. They're not going to let her go. Megan said, I've noticed we haven't seen a lot of Sierra and Nick together since Bella left. Well, listen, they were doing that because that was like a love triangle at the time, and they knew an elimination was coming up. Now that, Bella's no longer there, Nick no longer has anybody else that's catching his attention, they're not going to focus on him. But if something starts happening with him and Alondria, or if a bombshell comes that he's interested in, they'll start focusing on that relationship again. Jennifer said, your 90 Day Fiance reviews during the pandemics are a core memory for me. Oh, thank you. Speaking of 90 Day Fiance, I'm doing a reality TV chat tomorrow afternoon. So look out for that. I want to talk about all the 90 Day Fiance shows I review, and then we're going to get into some housewives. Zola said, yeah, I heard Huda is going to say Jeremiah was at fault for everyone voting for him and Iris getting voted together. I hope not. I hope not. I don't want her to be insufferable. Please, girl. You got the opportunity to turn this around in your favor. Be smart. Coach said, I don't know the stuff with Huda. I feel like her and Jeremiah started off so good, and now they're in a rough patch. I hope they get over it because I like them. Yeah, here's the thing. They have to get over it because if they don't, they are going home. Because who is going to get with Jeremiah and Huda after this? And Huda after this? Who's going to do it? Mimi said the reviews for Rachel's season of The Bachelorette were everything. I still go back and watch them. I was gagged with that finale, child. That was a good time. We're going to end here with Kaylee because I'm still on a different time zone. It's hella late for me. Kaylee said, I don't know if I would start to target Jeremiah because that may push him away more. Yeah, I don't think she's going to do that. She's going to blame Iris. She's going to blame Iris. Nate, we're in with Nate instead. Nate said, I just came in to say this was some good mess. It was, Nate. It was, Nate. Some good mess and a good night. Star family, thank you all so much for joining me. Give me about 15 minutes so I can put the timestamps in the video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all for liking the video. Thank you all for stopping by this chat. Thank you all for getting me to 16K. We're growing. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow night. Good night. Ciao.